What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Let's talk. Let's talk about investing your money. Where do I start at? Where do you start at? What do you do? How much? We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna try not to yell at y'all tonight. Um, so we ain't gonna do nothing try to do something without shock value, but actually give you some tangible steps on what you could do to invest your money and how to get started. What do you do? Where you go at? Things of that sort. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into some stuff tonight with the Maybach talk tonight. I see a lot of people I do the Maybach talks because people inbox me or DM me and like post on my wall and stuff like that they really fuck with it. And then when I post it to YouTube, the people that subscribe to me on YouTube, I really appreciate y'all, fuck with y'all, so what else we doing besides really sitting in the house? So this is a way for me to really kind of get out the house and just chill in the driveway or whatever, and not to really disturb the family, just in case I gotta raise my voice, because I can get very passionate about this shit. But tonight we just talk about something mellow. We gonna get into like how to invest your money, man. I write notes all the time in my book, which is the Hustlers Workshop book, which you guys could purchase on workstrivegrind.com and conciergeconsult.com or whatever. But get yourself some product. Get some product. So that's one way to invest your money. We're gonna go into some things that you can do here to invest your money. I have the Hustlers notebook. I have hats. Obviously, this is one of my keys hat. It's a Hustlers Workshop hat. I have keys, wealth, and value. Some of the important things, some things that's really very important to me. And I'm gonna try not to yell at people tonight. But some values that's important to me. So I just put it on a hat, and sell it. And that's some things that you guys can do during this pandemic, which, you got to come up with creative ways to make money, and then a lot of times I tell people the creative ideas that I do come up with and that come off the top of my head, a lot of times be times where my back against the wall on something. So anytime you see me launch something, just know it came from an idea where I was stuck with something. And not necessarily financially, but I was stuck somewhere at some point in my life because I operate better when my back against the wall. I'm not sure how many people like that. I know some people are scared of that, but me, I really thrive when my back is against the wall. When things are going well, then you don't really have to come up with any ideas because whatever you're doing is working pretty well for yourself. But it's when your back is against the wall, and then when things are not going right, is when you really be humble and you have to put and come out with something new or revamp what you're already doing. So how you guys doing? I'm waving at you guys as you guys coming in. So sorry if I missed you. We're saying hey. So good evening, folks. So we'll talk about investing your money. Now, of course, with the quarantine and everything that's going on, the Hustlers Workshop is right now suspended to further notice, obviously, because usually we have it in the hotel, and the hotels are closed. So we are doing virtual Hustlers workshops. So you guys, the next one will be actually this month in April. Charlie and I will do it, and it would be very affordable. The first one was $10. We may go up on it because it may be a little bit longer, but I'll let you know the further details of that. But let's get into some stuff on investing your money and what it is that you can do to invest your money. Just in case if you may have a little bit of money, you may have a lot of money, and you may not really have any money at all. So we got to start from ground zero, man. We got to start with the basics on what you could do and how you get started investing your money. Now, the very first thing I would probably tell somebody to do with my mentees and my students and the people that buy into me, I try to really tap into their mindset. I want to see exactly where you are, where you at in your life, what made you decide that you want to take this route as far as learning real estate investing. So that's the first thing you want to do. You want to tap into your mindset. You want to get some books. And I know that sounds very cliche, and I know people will tell you that, but honestly, that's where you really start at, because when you invest in your mindset, your mind just get to thinking differently. There's no way that you could think the way you think now and just think that you can invest your money and it's going to work out for you, because you won't see opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So you have to know how to seek and how to find opportunity, how to look at something and say, hey, I can make something out of this situation. You know, so I'm not saying it got to be on some arithmetic shit. It's not math. It's not literature and all this other stuff. It's not really even really that deep. But you can really tap into your mindset and dig deep in yourself, but it really starts with self-reflection. So you have to ask yourself, are you happy with where you are? And that doesn't mean that you're not happy with yourself as a person. All you're just saying that, hey, I need to improve. That's really all you're saying. You could be somebody that's thin, that's slim, but not in shape. You get what I'm saying? And then I know some people that's a little bit heavier, but they're a little more in shape because they actually work out and exercise and stuff like that. So you have to ask yourself, man, am I okay where I am right now in my life? Do I want to improve? Do I have some of the things that I want out of life? And most of the time, that's what we start at, because we like, okay, it's not really about material things or things like that, but I'm sure most of us like nice things. Whether when you want to drive a nice car, you want to be comfortable, you want to live in a nice neighborhood, you want your kids to go to some of the best schools, or have access to the best schools, you want a vacation nice, you might want to travel. All these things cost money. So it's like, how do I do that? How do I tap into that? How do I get some of the things that I want out of life? That's what you got to ask yourself. Okay, so that starts with reading books, trying to find out about some of the successful people that you look up to, whether that be Jay-Z, whether that be Diddy, whether that be Damon John, whether that be Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos. Some of these very prominent figures of people that we see day to day, and you can emulate some of the same things that they're doing. Or you can find you a virtual mentor. I know some people that call me their mentor. They look at me on social media and try to follow some of my patterns. So I tell people, man, it's all good. You could look at somebody and kind of model yourself after them, you know. So that's the very first thing you want to do. You want to tap into your mindset and really ask yourself, am I okay where I am? Some of the books I read when I first came up was Rich Dad Poor Dad, Who Moved My Cheese, The Richest Man in Babylon, The Richest Man Next Door. And things like that. Oh, Eric Thomas, Secrets to Success. I was a very big E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher fan. He was one of the very first people I listened to because I related to him. I understood his lingo, I understood his language, and it was very motivational. It got my competitive juices flowing. Okay, and then like I said, I tapped into some books, and even though I wasn't reading the books, I would listen to the books. I would grab audio books because I was always on the move. I was always in my car. So those are some of the things that you can do. So you might want to write those books down. Okay, so when it comes to investing your money, you have to be honest with yourself and ask you where you are financially. Are you where you want to be? Are you making good money? Regardless of anybody else think you're making money. You could have a corporate job. You could have a county job. You could work on the docks. You could be a doctor. You could be a nurse. You could be a correction officer, police officer, working law enforcement, whatever it is. You have to be honest with yourself. You could lie to everybody else, and everybody else could think you got it going on. But you have to ask yourself, am I okay with where I am? Am I making enough money? Even when I tell people $20 an hour, you know, at one point that sounded like a lot of money, even to me, even to myself, which was a few years ago, $20 an hour. I'm like, oh, okay, damn, you know, I could work with that, you know, and then I'm moving, right? But $20 an hour times 40 ain't nothing but $800. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? And that's if you get paid every single week. And then you have to think about taxes and everything. So you have to really tap into a side hustle. So you have to ask yourself, again, if you notice, I keep saying ask yourself. You got to talk to yourself. No, regardless if you talk to you don't have to talk to anybody else. This is a very good time for you to talk to yourself. Tap into yourself. Find out more about yourself. A lot of people don't even know what they're really good at. You know why a lot of people don't know what they're good at? Because it comes to them naturally. So while you're trying to figure out this invention, and you're trying to find out this and that, there's something about you that's special. There's something about you that people say that you make it look easy. If somebody tell you, man, that you make it look easy, or they like, man, that look hard, but to you it's easy, that's your gift. That's your gift. I just gave you a nugget right there. Because if it's so hard for somebody else to do, but it comes to you naturally, that's a gift for you. That's something that you could tap into. You get what I'm saying? Hey, what's up? What's up? Keith, Anthony. That's something that you could tap into. Okay? So, but most people don't know what they're good at because they're busy looking for the hard things. It's not the hard things. What comes to you easy. See, going to school will have us thinking that we always have to do hard. Calculus, or some of these very hard Spanish too, and all this other stuff, geometry and all stuff that don't really matter. It's what you do simple. You keep it simple. Think about some of the things that people got rich off of, and you thought to yourself, they got rich off of that? Yes, simple, simplicity. You see what I'm saying? Simple. Now, if you're building an app or something like that, I can't tell you much about that because I don't know that, but I do know people that build apps and stuff, and it comes to them naturally. They've been studying that thing for years. They've been putting in work for years. So the very first thing I would tell you to do with your money is educate yourself. Buy into something. Buy into a course. Buy into a community. Get you some tickets and go to a networking event around some prominent individuals. Get outside of your comfort zone. Wherever you feel comfortable at, step away from that and really lock in, really tap in. You get what I'm saying? As I evolve and I understand, I'm very, very friendly. But being from the hood would think that they would say being friendly is a sign of weakness. So everything the hood have taught me, I just reversed it. Okay? Because we're always on the defense. We had a defense mechanism, and because we were burnt a lot of times, right? We was did wrong by people. People tried to rob us, steal from us, whatever it is. A lot of times we were the victim, so we have this guard up and this shield up. But I always tell people, go where you celebrate it and not tolerate it. Okay? So you want to buy some books, get some iBooks, like I said, whatever books that may be. Go into a community or buy a course that you're interested in. Stop with the oh, I heard this and I heard that and I heard this and I heard that. Look, man, really tap in and buy into something. You know why you want to buy into it? Because when you buy into something, you tend to take it more serious. You tend to hold yourself accountable. Okay, yeah, you can start with the free, because even myself to this day, even with the money and the success that I have, I still operate in the power of broke. But guess what? I still invest into myself. Okay, I invest into my brand. Like I said, Hustler notebooks. I have to put up money. I don't know if I'm gonna get my money back off of this with shirts, Work Strive Grind shirts, Hustler Workshop shirts. I invest into myself. Okay, and I invest into my thought process with people. I buy into people. I pay for people time. I got coaches. I got mentors my damn self. I got people that's worth 300 million, 350 million, 400 million, 750 million. These are some people that I consider my mentors that I actually go to and ask. And I have some friends that's worth way more money than me. And I ask them questions, but guess what? When I come to them, I come to them correct. If I'm going to the house, hey, what you doing? Hey, you at the crib? Hey, you mind if I pull up on you? Hey, you hungry? You want something to eat? So I'm not coming empty-handed. I'm coming with bags, because I know what I'm trying to get from them, and that's the knowledge. And a lot of you guys don't understand that. Stop trying to take from people all the time. Give people. Give to people. You know why? Because people will value our relationship more, because a lot of times people don't do that. Okay? All right. Now, we got that part out of the way. Because, like I said, it starts with your mindset. Now you have to understand, what do you want to do? Well, where you're trying to go. So notice I said how to invest your money. It don't have to be real estate. It don't have to be stocks. It don't have to be none of that stuff. Invest into you. Invest into your brand. What do you want to do? Do you want to do hair? Do you want to cut hair? Okay. Do you want to start a transportation service? Do you what's some things that people start? You guys can write down, what do you want to start? What are you struggling with? Okay. So you got that going on. But buy into it. Is your credit straight? Be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, is your credit straight? Too many of us do this. We get our credit straight, and the very first thing we want to do is go get a car. Now we do got to get around. You want to get around, and of course, I have nice vehicles myself, so I'm not shitting on that. But at the same time, you can't put the cart before the horse sometime. Okay? So if you got your credit right, you've been waiting for your credit to be right. All right, bam. All right, now you find a credit repair specialist. Find somebody that can work with you, that's serious, that has results. For me, I work with Charlie and Nakia, Concierge Consult. Okay, she's really good. She's really patient, but you have to. I know she always tell me the clients have to do their part. So the reason why you want to get your credit right is because sometimes we don't have access to capital. We don't have really no money, and even if we making money at the job, we don't really have enough money to save. Maybe because of our lifestyle, maybe the way we live, maybe our kids, whatever it may be, you may be stuck in this thing. So by you having your credit right and your credit good, and then and it's not just about your credit score. It's a profile that has to look good too. But you could be able to leverage the bank and be able to get credit cards. And that's another thing you got to shift your mindset with and ask yourself, do I need credit cards? Do I want credit cards? I always tell people, yes, you need some credit. And stop using it for emergency funds. You want to use your credit card daily. You want to use it often, because when they see you that you're using your credit, they'll give you more credit. And then you can use the money that you have now to pay down, of course, the debt of the credit card. But guess what? Let's say this business that you need, business that you start, you need about $5,000. Okay, you don't have a $5,000 saved, because $5,000 for a regular person that got, a decent job, not a good job, but a decent job, $5,000, saving $5,000 would take a very long time. That means you got to do some overtime. You may have to do some double shifts. You may have to do quite a bit of those things, right? So you want to have access to some money. And what if this credit card approve you for $10,000? You could use that $5,000, $5,000 of that $10,000 that's available to you, and get that business started. And a lot of times with these new credit cards, it has 0% interest for the first 12 to 15 months. It depends on which card that you get, right? So now that means whatever you spend, you're not even paying interest on. You just got to pay back what it is that you spent. So of course you got to pay back money that you have spent and borrowed, because you have to pay back borrowed money. That's the real world. Okay, but it at least buys you time, so you could make the minimum payments, the $100, $150 payments, whatever the minimum payment is for the first 3 to 4 months while you get your thing rolling, while you set up your IG or you set up your Facebook or your social media platform around what it is that you're selling in your product and what it is that you're doing. Okay, so I just gave you a nugget right there. How to start a business with none of your own money. You leverage. Okay, because most of us, if you're like me, when I was coming up, I didn't know nobody rich. I was always looked at as the breadwinner. Okay, people looked at me as the one that got the money. And I'm sure some of you on this live was like the same thing. People look at you, and if you ask for money, they gonna look at you like damn, no, you need money, because they thought you had it all together. But it's not the fact that you got it all together, or whatever. You do pretty okay for yourself, but you're trying to get better. So like I said, invest in your mindset. Put yourself around like-minded people that think like you. You have to change your circle. You got to change the people you're around, because remember, you're trying to change. You're trying to grow. You got to get around the people that think that got the stinking thinking, that don't think that you can make something. The ones that tell you stay away from credit cards, stay away from debt. Why are you starting that business? That would never work. Okay, you really finna leave that job? You think about leaving out? Oh, you're trying to get rich. Who the hell you think you are? You know what I'm saying? Or put me on kind of people. Those are the people that be like, oh man, put me on to what you doing. They don't really even want to put in the work. They just want you to put them on when you get there. Okay? So those are ways that you can invest your money. Now, if you have some money and you got a 401k, look, a lot of the time, because the stock market had took a hit, it is bouncing back, of course, because what comes up must come down, and whatever goes down must come back up. So if you understand the laws of money and economics, you will understand how to play the game of money. Money is a game. That's it. Money is a game. But you have to get, this is what I tell fellas, okay? So ladies, excuse me, but this is things that I tell, because y'all know I'm Terrence, and I keep it real and I keep it raw with you. But I tell dudes this all the time. Why are you so in love with money? Why are you so in love with money? Because I tell you this, right? Fellas, I'm going to take it here with you. Money is a hoe. Money is a whore. She for everybody. Somebody could have her tomorrow. You could have her tonight. You done with her tonight. Somebody else got her. Money is a hoe. She don't give a fuck who she go to. She go to the highest bidder. She go to whoever does what it is to get it. She don't care whether you scam for, whether you steal for, whether you make it honest or not. money is a whole. I don't fall in love with money. Money come and money go. You understand what I'm saying? But you know what I do fall in love with? Assets. You know why? Because assets are beneficial. It bring me in a return. It goes out and bring back more of them hoes. You get what I'm saying? They go out and bring them to me. You get what I'm saying? Now that's a little thing that I use in the Hustlers Workshop, but I'm keeping it real with you. You get what I'm saying? Money don't care about who it goes to. Don't be so caught up with money. Ladies too, don't be loving on money. Send her ass out to work. You know what I'm saying? Like Charlene just said, it's a tool. It's a tool. You got pliers. You know what I'm saying? You got a flathead screwdriver. You got a drill. There's different tools for different things. So what investment vehicle are you trying to get to get to where you need to go? Okay? Now, for me, I invest in real estate. I like real estate. I like to touch it. I like to see it. I like to ride around. I like to brag about it. Oh, that's my crib right there. That's my apartment building right there. Oh, that's my condo. You see that high rise right there? You see way up there on the corner? Those 4 floors, that all belong to me. Those corner units, all 4 or 5 of those down there, that belongs to me. I love that. That's what I like to brag about. So you have to understand that. What game are you trying to play? Ask yourself, what game are you trying to play? Are you trying to play Monopoly? Are you trying to play the game of life? Are you trying to play spades? Are you trying to play tunk? Are you playing poker? What game are you playing? Because you got to understand that the reason why I tell people this all the time, I run my own race. I don't look at what everybody else doing. Yeah, he might have bought a buzz down. That shit is nice, but he spent $70,000 on that watch. You know what I'm saying? And then people don't even realize diamonds not even worth shit. Once they put diamonds in an AP or a Rolex, it's not worth anything anymore. If it's me, I'm going to get a plain Jane because I can always resell it. You get what I'm saying? Now, jewelers love it. If you notice who the jewelers are, they ain't black. You know, it's a couple of them black now, see? But most of the time, they're other cultures. And what they do, they exploit our culture because we some of the biggest spenders. But we don't know what to spend money on. But if I say, hey, spend your money on this real estate, buy this building, some people don't like the return. Oh, man. Or how much the return is. So I would say, hey, this return 7%. So that means of 10 grand, you will get $700 annually on it. You frown upon that. Oh, $700, oh, that ain't no money. You can't compare active money to passive money. You get what I'm saying? Your money is working. That means you're not doing anything to make this money. It's automated and it's working itself. But what people don't understand is a thing called inflation. That's number one, inflation. Okay? And a thing called ROI, return on investment. Now, there's really 3 ways that you can rate, pretty much check out your return. Okay, there's 3 ways you can go. There's 3 formulas. Okay, there's ROI, which most of you guys know as return on investment. Okay, ROI. Then you got NOI. That's net operating income. That is when the money that you have left over, how you pretty much operate that money. That means like pretty much the profits that you will make for that money. Then you have cash on cash return. Cash on cash return is when the money that you put in, you physically put in, meaning your dollars, your money versus the money that you receive back. Okay? I like cash on cash return. That's what I really like. Okay? I like cash on cash because if I'm leveraging the bank and I put down 20%, if I put down 20% of 100,000, that's $20,000. I'm just using easy numbers, because I don't want to get confused. But I'm putting down 20%, which is $20,000. So if I'm making $500 a month, making $500 a month mean profit. That means, okay, if the rent is $1,300, the mortgage is $1,300, but I'm charging them $1,800. That means I'm getting a $500 return every single month. So that $500 times 12 is $6,000. So that means in 4 years. Okay, 4 years, I'm going to make $24,000. So that means pretty much 3.5 years, I'm going to get my $20,000 back. And then once I get that back, then I will probably refinance it. I will refinance out of that loan, pull my cash back out of that, and then use that same exact money that I put in that deal and to go get another deal. Just drop something deep on you. You get what I'm saying? It's just that simple. But you have to know how to play the money game. You have to know how to leverage with people. You get what I'm saying? Come on now. workstrivegrind.com/mentorship. Man, because I give away game like this to my mentees all the time. You get what I'm saying? One of them made $120,000. Another one made $75,000. One just came down from Texas. He was actually enlisted. He was in the military fighting for this country. He made $50,000 while he was overseas. You get what I'm saying? I'm changing people's lives. I got another one that made $50,000. He quit his job. He quit his job to do real estate investing. The same ones that is another ones that made $75,000. Two friends, they quit their jobs. You see what I'm saying? So I'm changing people's lives. So I'm trying to tell you, I give away the game and I articulate it the way you can break it down where you can understand that shit. You get what I'm saying? I ain't using big words to fly over your head because I don't know none of that shit. I graduated with a 2.2, dog. So I'm not the scholar. I'm not none of that stuff. So if I could do it, I know that I could teach you to do it, but you got to remain disciplined. Is your mindset right for it? Because it wouldn't matter. You could give me the money to join my mentorship, but if your mind ain't right with it, and if you still scared, which is cool because you could bring fear along, but if you're not a risk taker and didn't prepare your mind for it, you're gonna have a really rough time in the mentorship. You have a really rough time with me coaching you because I'm gonna hold you accountable, right? Okay, so I just told you that. Then guess what? Terrence, where do I buy property at? When I'm going to do this, when I'm going to do that? I always tell people, start in your area. Start where you grew up at. Even if you move somewhere else, start where you grew up at because I promise you that neighborhood don't look the same. It was predominantly black. It ain't like that now. That means people buying in your area. That means people saw opportunity in your area. Go back and buy mama crib. Go back and buy your auntie crib. Go back and buy Miss Joyce crib. Go back and buy Mr. Ralph crib. You know, I'm just using these older names. I don't really know nobody by these days. But you get the gist of what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Find out what is the ARV. ARV is after repair value. Okay, after repair value means AKA market value. What these houses going for? They going for 300. They going between 300 and 320 fixed up. Okay, bomb. What do this house need? Do they need a roof? Do the grass? And no, it need painting. I definitely got to do the kitchen and the bathrooms because you know people fall in love. So all you doing is doing estimates. You get what I'm saying? And this is game that I drop all the time in the mentorship, in the course, in the online course, workstrivegrind.com / courses HAW. I mean HWA, which is Hustlers Workshop. You know what I'm saying? So that you have to understand that. What do you want to invest in? It don't even have to be real estate. It could be stocks. It could be whatever it is, you know, that you want to invest in. Give small a chance to be big. Okay? Stop being so emotionally attached. Stop trying to buy these living homes. Buy investments first. You know why? Because you're gonna fall in love with this crib. You're gonna start decorating the shit the way you want to decorate it. You're gonna, I want my kids to live here. I want my kids to do that. Man, be patient. These houses not going nowhere. Look, tell you something. These houses keep getting better and better. Anyway, modern homes. You think a house look fly today, I promise you they putting up one better tomorrow. Like, it was times that you probably thought growing up this house was a big ass crib, and you look at that, man, that's just a regular single family home. You get what I'm saying? So learn to get your emotions out of this and start thinking logically. Start thinking financially with your money. I want to see my money. I like to touch my money. I love to touch my money. You know what I'm saying? I love to touch. Let me see. I love to touch my money. I love to touch it. I love to touch it. I love to touch my money. I love it. I love to touch my money each and every time. You get what I'm saying? I look at my money every single day. I look at my portfolio every single day. I'm looking to see what's going on, what need fits, you know. And about getting smart. Right now, you know, there's a few things that's down. Airbnb slowed down, you know, because ain't nobody traveling. My rental car slowed down a little bit. My exotic car slowed down a little bit because not people traveling out. You know, the Ferrari gonna do what it's gonna do. But the whole thing is, things slow, so you got to get innovative. So I start focusing on my online business. I start focusing on my online presence. I'm doing more lives. I'm getting you guys to see me more. I'm putting out free content, which I've been doing for years. I've been giving away game for years, but instead of writing a long passage is what I normally do, because you can at least screenshot and save it, right? But now I just tell it to you. You get what I'm saying? So learn to, you know, like I said, get in the mindset of invest in yourself. investing in yourself. Get you some friends from other cultures. Find out what the Asians doing. Find out what the Jewish doing. Find out what some of these other people are doing. We know what black people doing. You know what we doing. We watching the DJs. And I ain't knocking it, but I'm just keeping it real with you. Up and down my time, because I got a mixture of everybody on my timeline, because you guys know how I roll. You get what I'm saying? No, I got friends from different cultures. But every time I go down my timeline, I'm seeing, I know we like to party. We party people, and I get it. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not shitting on it. But I'm just saying, that just goes to show you what most of our focus is. You get what I'm saying? We rather watch. You got DJs out here, they got 1,000 views. And you got people on here that maybe got 20, 24 views, 25. You get what I'm saying? Somebody that's really putting out that game and spitting that knowledge. And then people want to know why there's a small percentage of people that really, really hold the wealth. So you have to know when to focus your energy. How do I not get distracted? How do I position myself around different people? You know what I'm saying? And then don't be afraid to talk to people. Don't be afraid to say, hey, how you doing? My name is Terrence. How you doing? Check out my story before I go up. I got invited to a private event, for Ferrari, and honestly, I'm the only fucking black guy there. You know what I'm saying? To keep it real with you, especially one that looked like me, and I know I'm the only one from the motherfucking hood. But how do I get there? How do I put myself in position to even get there, to get invited to something like that? You get what I'm saying? So you got to ask, and in each and every time is always black excellence. But at the same time, you have to understand some cultures are further ahead than the black culture, because you know our history. So there's no problem with admitting that. There's no problem with saying, man, you know what, this culture is a little bit further along than mine. So let me peep over the gate and see what they doing over there. Learn to be nosy. Learn to check out other people. See how they communicating to their people. I do it all the time. I'm trying to see what's up. I'm trying to see what's going on. Hey, what y'all doing over there? Oh, y'all. Oh, okay. And I try to be a part of that conversation. Put yourself at the table at certain places. Sometimes you got to force your way at the table. Sometimes it's a bunch of other people sitting down, and guess what you got to do? You got to sit down at the table. Now, if they all get up and walk away, then you know what time it is. But I'm telling you, man, a lot of times more and more people will pour into you, but you have to be ready to receive that message. That's why it all starts with your mindset. Start with your mindset. Work your mindset. How do you view the world? When you lose money, do you get emotional about it? When you lose $100, is that gonna fuck up your day? Because I promise you, in business, you will lose money. You will make a ton of money, but you will lose money. But you will make way more than you lose. But you gotta understand how to keep going with your mindset. So if I say, hey, you can make $100,000 a day, I can teach you to make 100,000. You make 100, but you end up losing 20 on another play. Is you gonna cry about that 20 when you just made 100? Or you greedy and you like, I was trying to make 120. You gotta come on now. You gotta think logically. Like, understand that you will lose. Losing is a part of the process. Losing keeps you humble. Losing keep your ego in check. There's value in losses. There's more. I can make a case that is more value in losses than it is wins, because wins feed your ego. Losses humble you. Losses make you go back to the drawing board. You thought you was the shit. You thought your company was doing this thing. Whole as L. Now you got to go back to the drawing board. Get into the room where the language is different. Absolutely. Absolutely. You get what I'm saying? So like I said, it's not one of my rant videos, nor what I normally have. I mean, I could, because I'm itching to start going off. But I'm trying to remain calm and talk to you guys, really civilized. And tell you, hey, buy into something. Buy into a course. Understand, okay, this course may be, my course right now, discounted at 50%. You get 2 weeks access to it. How to learn real estate investing in 1 hour. Damn, Terrence, how you teach real estate investing in 1 hour? Because I get down to that. Man, I ain't trying to get you to spin circles. Man, I tell you, man, this is what you need to do. This is where you need to go. Handle this, do this, and then I give you the PDF files of a step-by-step breakdown on what to do. Where you going to get that? You get what I'm saying? And my course really $497, but which at regular price you get it for a lifetime, but I'm discounting it. So you got 2 weeks to watch it as many times as you want and take as many notes as you need, because I don't need you holding on to this and thinking that, man, I got time. No, you don't have time. Act now. What better time is now? And you have to learn to be an action taker. Are you an action taker? Are you a risk taker? Are you an action taker? Because the information ain't never really been the problem. We can get information from anywhere. We go on YouTube, we could Google, we know, trust me, we know people that know people that know people. We know people that think they know it all. The problem is how you put into action. When it comes to Charlie and I, when we talk, we act on it. And then if we don't act on it, we both hold each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand to take action. Be an action taker. The minute we put something in there, I just told her, hey, we need to get masks. Guess what happened the very next day? Went and put an order for some masks. You get what I'm saying? So we see what's going on. So we like, oh man, why don't we get on this wave? No, people need masks. Why don't we sell it to people? You get what I'm saying? Or give some away to people. You get what I'm saying? So that's free marketing. But guess what? It's a tax write-off. You feel what I'm saying? So learn to be innovative. Learn to get rid of your money. Money come in, go ahead and spend it. See, this is the thing. You don't want to wait till a time like this to invest your retirement, right? I sent out an article to some people that I know. One of them happened to be my former manager, right? Because I still keep in contact with him. And I had told him about, pulling this money out, the 401k, and they was doing it without penalty. Now, I'm sure they had some stipulations on it or whatever. But during this pandemic, he lost $168,000 in his 401k. And I'm like, damn, dog, you guys got to know when to take advantage of that. If you got $100,000, $50,000, whatever it is, $30,000 in your 401k, and you can take it out and borrow against it, there's your capital. There's your money. Why are you trusting other people with your money? Like, some of you guys don't even believe in yourself. And you know what? And the reason why you don't believe in yourself, because you never challenged yourself. You never put that pressure on yourself to see how far you can go. You get what I'm saying? Prime lenders giving banks need loans paid due to reverse repurchase payments, buying debts in the form of commercial and personal mortgages during times of desperation that has been shown to create generational wealth in many instances. Good advice, man. Self-education is key. He just dropped the major key for you guys. Taking action is key. Absolutely. Start with your bank. If you're banking at Wells Fargo, Chase, well, you can't really do it now because, with everything that's going on, but you could call, you can still Google, you can find out things, take notes, do as much as you can around this time. Just don't assume that, you know what, man, everything that's going on, man, these people not going to talk to me, not going to do this, not going to do that. Man, and you got to understand, the banks are slow right now. Trust me, I go to the bank down there 2 or 3 times a week. I go to a different bank, every single week because I'm always moving money around. So you guys got to understand that. Ask them, say, hey, can I apply for a credit card? But you want to make sure your money is, not your money, your credit is right for it. Prepare yourself. You get what I'm saying? So, hey, where do I invest my money? Invest in yourself. Invest in your education. Invest in your surroundings. Put yourself around money. Where is the money? That's what you got to ask. Where is the money? There's money around here. There's money everywhere. But you got to know how to identify it. The same fellas, the same way you can identify a fat ass, same way you need to be able to learn to identify opportunity. Ladies, the same way you know how to identify a baller. Oh, that's a baller right there. Learn to identify opportunity. Learn how to identify money. You get what I'm saying? Like, you have to understand, where do money come from? How do I generate capital? How do I generate money? Online course, give away the game. You see more and more people are speaking on live than ever. Give away some game. What it is that you want to do. Like I said, do you want to do hair? Do you want to cut hair? Do you want to start a transportation business? Do you want to get into real estate? Do you want to be a real estate investor? What do you want to do? Do you want to get into stocks? You got to ask yourself all these different questions and different things. But like I said, for me, it's real estate. And I love real estate, but you got to identify these houses. And like I said, start in your old neighborhood. Start to know your old neighborhood. Go into Home Depot. I think Home Depot and Lowe's still open. Go in with your man. Start writing down prices. Start writing down prices on things. How much does a toilet cost? Okay, how much does a tub cost? How much does this lighting fixture cost? Okay, how much does tile cost? Okay, damn, I really like this tile. It's 69 cents a square foot. So 69 cents a square foot, and all you're doing is measuring. So you going in the bathroom, all you're doing is measuring. That's it. If you notice, everything is based on the square footage. So once you understand that, you straight. You good. But you got to know how to leverage, because you don't have the capital to buy it. Share this video. You know, if you haven't already shared, share this video. But you don't have the capital to buy it, so you got to leverage. You got to rely on some people. And some people that I know that's rich as hell, that's wealthy, leverage themselves. One of my buddies was telling me about a $98 million, not 9.8 million, 98 million, 2 million off from 100 million. He bought an apartment complex, like he bought the entire community, right? So he said he leveraged the bank. He's somebody, I think he's worth about 350 to 400 million, and he's liquid as fuck. Okay, so he was telling me about this deal, and he said that he leveraged the bank. The bank gave him, I think, about 80%, because he put up about 20 million, close to 20 million, of course, with closing costs and all the other stuff. And he had to upgrade some things like the amenities, the gym, and all that, because he wanted to raise the rent roll. Okay, so he said that he was all in, let's say about about 22, 23 million. Okay, right, of his own cash, because obviously he has to upgrade the place a little bit, right? So the first thing I asked him, I was like, oh, would you want an apartment complex 100% occupied? He told me, no, I don't want it 100% occupied. And I was like, why? You'll be getting more money. He said, no, because if it's 100% occupied, that means the rent is too low. Major key. Okay, so he leveraged 20 million. He said that he cash flow after everything is paid. He cash flow, meaning his profit every single month is $300,000. I'm sorry, $300,000 a month. Now understand this. Understand something that I just said here. Okay, he's somebody that's very wealthy. Okay, can't count his money. He got now that's what you call generational shit. His family never have to work again in their life. Nobody around them. Okay, peep this. He's worth 350 million. Okay, he bought an apartment complex for 98 million. He makes 300,000 a month. Now, that's how investing works. That's not nigganomics. The reason why I say nigganomics, because this is how niggas think. Okay, and I'm not saying black people, I'm saying niggas. Y'all know what I mean when I say that. Niggas think, I got 98 million, I'm trying to make me $1 billion. That's how motherfuckers think. You're not even thinking of how I'm gonna get there. You think, oh, if I got $98 million, shit, I ain't invested in nothing unless it make me $1 billion. That's how niggas think. Because how I know niggas think that way, because it be shit like $10,000, $15,000. Oh, I heard if you don't make double your money back, don't invest in it. Nigga, in what motherfucking world, dog? What motherfucking world does that happen in? Because I tell people this all the time. We flipping houses. We investing in real estate. We ain't flipping bricks. I make way more money flipping houses, okay? When I flip houses, that's when you see the 77,000, 100,000. I always make more money flipping properties. I always make less when I'm renting out properties, but the rent, once I flip that property, that one time, that property is gone. I do not own that property no more. Somebody else standing in that property and enjoying that property. Whether that be a tenant, whether that be a homeowner, wherever it is, I don't have that fucking property ever again. But when I rent and I leverage, I got that property forever. That means I'm able to cash flow every single month on that property for as long as I have that property. Understand the money game, okay? Now, back to my guy. So he said that he makes $300,000 a month. $300,000 a month is 3.6 million, okay? 3.6 million a year is what he's making on that property. I told you he put up about 22 million. So that means in about 6 years, 6 to 7 years, about 7 years, he's going to make his cash back in 7 years. And you know what also he said? He will refinance out of that loan, okay, to get pull his cash back out. He said at that point, with the upgrades, it will be worth more than the 98 million that he paid for it. So let's see that I'm just pulling out because I'm getting confused with the numbers here. Because I'm trying to remember what he said, but I want to make sure that it makes sense and is right. So let's say it's 98 million. I mean, he bought it for 98 million. Let's say it's worth 105 million now. Not even mutting it like that. Okay? Let's say it's worth 105 million now. Times 80%. That means he's going to get $84 million back. And he's going to, the difference between the 98 million and the 84 million, that 14 million, he's going to pay back already between those 6 years that he had a property. So that means he's going to walk away with 84 million free and clear. So he's going to pull that money back out, use that same exact money to buy another apartment complex. That means he done, and guess what? He get to keep that apartment complex. Okay? So now he's still cash flowing on that property. He pulled this money back out and he's using that same exact money to go buy another apartment complex. I just gave you away the free game. So this is somebody that I'm giving you game from somebody that you guys will probably never meet a day in your life. So understand what I'm giving you here, okay? That is the kind of information that I get from the people that I'm around, okay? That's why I'm always around high net worth people, because I think the exact way they think. I don't have 98 million. You get what I'm saying? But I'm getting there. You know why I'm getting there? Because I'm getting the knowledge. They telling me how to get it. They telling me what apartment complexes to buy. Why don't you buy this? Or you're buying this? Why are you wasting your time with that, Terrence? Why don't you go buy this? Because this is the cap rate is on this. Or the cash on cash return is this. And guess what? I'm not fucking here to debate them on what it is that they teaching me. That's something else you guys have to understand. In order to be successful, you have to be coachable. I don't sit up there and act like I know it all. Even if they told me something that they just told me something the same as that thing a week ago or two ago. I don't say, oh man, I already know, fool. You already told a nigga that shit. You told me that shit last week, fool. You keep repeating the same shit over and over. I don't care if they told me that bitch 100 times. I always act like I heard it the very first time. Because sometimes I need to hear it again. Sometimes they tell me in a different way. It might be the same as that story, really, but different, in a different form. So maybe I didn't get it the first time, but I got it the second time. Or I may got it the third time. Or at that day, I wasn't ready to receive that message. I wasn't ready to receive that message yet. But this day I was. So you have to understand that, okay? Understand how money works. You earn a return on your money. This is not active income. If you go to your job, yeah, you can make, if you're making $20 an hour and it's 40 hours, you're gonna make $800. Yeah, but you just traded your time for money. The way you build wealth and the way you get freedom is you buy your time back. You buy your time back. How I buy my time back, Terrence? This one right here, the mortgage is $1,000, but you charging the tenant $1,500 to stay in there. So you cash flowing $500, but your wife want that new Lexus, right? She want that new Lexus truck, or she want that new a Jeep Wrangler or wherever it is. Damn, the payments on that bit $400. Guess who paying for it? That one property. Now you riding for free. Or you buy that shit, you put that bitch on Turo, and people rent the truck from you. You rent it out 3 days out of the month, you make your little money, and guess what? Boom, you made your car payment, and you keep it the other 27 days, and you enjoy it. You have to know how to play the money game. You got to know not to pay for stuff. You got to find stuff that's going to pay other things. Because the only reason why you go into work every single day, and keep it real, it ain't for your motherfucking kids. It ain't for your family. You go to work every day because you got bills to pay. So what if you put something in place where that can pay your bills? You could buy that duplex. You could buy that high-rise unit. Charlie and I, we love high-rises. That was more so her thing. I like single-family homes. But when Charlie kicked that game to me about, Terrence, we need to get into condos, we're going to get in some of these prestigious condos, guess what? I didn't receive that message at first. But she stayed on me. Terrence, do this. Terrence, do. Because I'm used to doing, but one thing about me, I'm open. I may turn it down today, but if you press me about it, you know what? Let's go do it. Fuck it. Let's go do it. And guess what? It worked wonders. That's why she runs the Airbnb. You get what I'm saying? She was telling me about that last year. Terrence, let's get on this. Let's get on this way. Terrence, let's do it, because she know I got the capital, I got the money, and I got the cliche. I got the cachet for it. You get what I'm saying? Boom. We put that. Next thing you know, we came on Airbnb automation. Shit took off. So understand that you got to surround yourself with smart people. People that think like you. Not necessarily like the same mindset, but you got different views on it, because everybody got different experiences on things. You see what I'm saying? So have a strong team. Have people there that, are they willing to work for free? Are they willing to come in and pour into you and do it for free? That's when you know they got the right person. That's when you know you got the right person. Invest. Invest. Pour money out. 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 Pour into yourself. Just keep pouring into yourself. Keep pouring into yourself all the time. All the time. Pour into yourself. Pour into yourself. That's it. It's just money. It's coming back. It's coming back. The money coming back. You know it's coming back. Keep pouring into yourself. That's it. Invest in yourself. You scared. You scared to put money into yourself. You want to buy the new Jordans. You want the new hairdo. That's all you trying to do. You invest in yourself to look good. You getting that haircut. You doing all this. Yeah, you doing it for your looks. But what are you investing in your brain? What's going to get you to think differently? Huh? Just keep investing in yourself. That's it. Always pour into yourself. Pour into your knowledge. You get what I'm saying? Keep doing it. That's all you got to keep doing. And then before you know it, you got all this abundance. You got all this abundance. Then all of a sudden things start coming together, and then you could charge people, right? You can charge people whatever you want to charge them, okay? That's all you got to keep doing. Invest in yourself. And as you start to learn stuff, you're going to start to get more and more excited. You're going to get excited. You're going to get your juices flowing. You're going to be like, oh my God, I never learned this stuff before. Oh man, they never taught us this. Oh, I knew that, but I didn't know that like that. You get what I'm saying? Oh, damn, why nobody taught us this? And then guess what? It started getting deep, but you gotta understand, you can't share it with small-minded people. You can't share it with small-minded people. You may not can't share it with your friends. You can't share it with your family members. You can't share certain information because they're not ready to receive it yet. And you don't need nobody planting negative seeds into your mind. Understand what I'm telling you? How do I invest money, Terrence? What do I invest in? Invest in yourself. Invest in your knowledge. Invest in your education. And whatever field that you want to get in. You want to start that YouTube channel? Start that YouTube channel. Terrence, how do I edit? Go on there. How to edit videos. What is the best editor? I use iMovie. I use Final Cut Pro for mine. But you may have something different for you. We quarantine, baby. You ain't got nowhere to go. You ain't got nowhere to go. This is time to get better. Alright, so I'm about to let y'all go. You know, I ain't mean to bore y'all with this one, because it's a little mellow tonight. But understand something, man. I care about you. I want you to succeed. You see what I'm saying? You know why? Because I ain't with the bullshit. I ain't with the, oh, I'm up and I'm finna keep them down. Nah, I'm gonna share what I, because you know what? You ain't no threat to me. I always tell people I don't see you as a threat. How many people you know flip houses? I'm sure you know people that flip houses, right? You know people that do online courses? Yeah, you do. You know somebody that has seminars? Yeah, you do. You know somebody that drive an exotic car or have cars? Yeah, you know you do. You probably know somebody that rent them out? Yeah, you do. You know somebody that got product, that got hats, they got all this stuff, right? You know somebody that own an Airbnb, but how many niggas you know got all that shit? I'm the only one, I'm the only young black dude in America that got everything that I have. How do I know that? Because I put different worlds and I clashed them together. And I came up with the Hustlers Workshop. And I came out with different divisions of different things. And guess what? I put people on. Because I'm successful. But then when Charlie became successful, Antoine became successful, Herman became successful, Kanem became successful, Manny became successful, Xavier became successful. You know what I'm saying? Jay Francis became successful. When you start to put niggas on and they started to eat, That's when you know you're doing the right thing. And then when the people that I have coach, I see them doing courses and I see them doing great things. They said they might not necessarily bought into the mentorship, but they was able to come to me for coaching. I gave them advice, and then all of us, and I see they was able to take that information and run with it. You get what I'm saying? That's how I know what I do work and what my formula work. You get what I'm saying? hustlersworkshop.com/mentorship. Like I said, I could coach you, and this is the best time to get coached. I have the online course. You ain't got the money for the mentorship? That's cool. The online course 50% off right now. Go get that course. Go get that course. How to learn real estate investing in 1 hour. Like I said, because it's discounted, you got 2 weeks to learn it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just pretty much it. Hustler Workshop notebooks. You can get these workstrivegrind.com or conciergeconsult.com. Here, Hustlers, this is the first run of the books. Okay, this is a second run. Entrepreneur, inspired by Jeezy. Charlie Nakia's design for both of these here. So these are both her designs and her ideas, you know. And shout out to her. We got hats or whatever. We got keys open doors open opportunity. We got wealth, we got value, because you always want to add value, and we trying to build wealth, right? We got Hustler Workshop shirts, we got Get Money, we got Pay Me in Equity, and we got the regular workshop. Today I got my Work Strive Grind shirt on because I'm just, you know, feeling real Work Strive Grindish today. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, I gotta yell because people love the shop value. People love that shit. You get what I'm saying, Charlie? You'll be surprised of people that you feeling that shit, especially when they said motherfuck coronavirus. Oh, that went viral. That was dope. So we go hire the Hustlers Workshop virtually. Charlie's gonna give the date, so we'll announce the date. We'll announce the price. We'll do it on Zoom, and we're gonna get into some stuff. We're gonna learn some stuff. So come in, fuck with our team, fuck with what we doing, because we real people and we built real shit. The cars that you see, that's ours. The condos that you see, that's ours. The investments that you see is ours. The money is ours. No cap. So that's why I tell people, I ain't never worry about no motherfucker coming for me, because what I have is real. You get what I'm saying? So I'll fuck with y'all. I appreciate y'all. Look for the video on YouTube, and I'm sure I'll take a clip down and post it in my stories and on IG. All right?